How's it going guys, Chris here, and today I'll show you a professional weapon in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's an ASM1 variant called Competence, and you can get this through supply drops and use it once you've reached rank 10 in online multiplayer. It'll be with the ASM1 under the submachine gun category. So the ASM1 Competence has a +1 damage boost and a +1 handling boost over the standard version, though it also has a negative accuracy point and a negative range point. This pretty much means that they're going to be slightly more damaging in close to medium ranges, but might be less effective at longer ranges. It might also be a bit harder to hit your targets than before, but the weapon's handling should be a bit better. So really this weapon is better suited for shorter range firefights than before, but might suffer dealing with people that are just a tad further away. The ASM1 Competence has a magazine size of 45 with an extended mag size of 67. This is pretty high for SMGs. It has a moderate to high amount of recoil and is one of the more damaging weapons in the game, especially with the slight damage boost that the Competence has. So onto my recommended attachments for this weapon. The ASM1 already has a pretty high recoil pattern, and the Competence variant makes this even worse, so I would definitely suggest adding a foregrip on there. This will help loads with your aiming and make it much easier to stay on target whilst firing, counterbalancing this negative point plus adding an extra accuracy point in the process. As this variant has a -1 point for range, adding advanced rifling to the gun will help bring that lost range back again and add an extra point in the process. These two attachments in combination should help with the drawbacks that the Competence version brings and add extra to the gun, though there are other attachments that could be used to help this gun even further. I actually found that the quick draw and stock attachments were okay, but didn't really help too much with this weapon. With the extra point for handling and the fact that it's an SMG means that the gun aims down sights and moves around fairly quickly as it is. You're probably going to be able to take out people with assault rifles quite easily anyway. I actually found that the rapid fire attachment worked surprisingly well with the Competence. It made all long range targets virtually impossible to hit, but it did help a lot in close quarters, as the ASM1's fire rate isn't the fastest, and this makes it less effective in close quarters, but I found myself winning more firefights with rapid fire, as I could get more shots on my target in a shorter amount of time. The extra damage here also helps out, and as in most cases, it might kill your enemy in one less shot if they're already injured. The iron sights aren't too bad either and work well enough for most players. Though if you are going to swap out your optics, I'd probably just suggest using the red dot sight, as it doesn't zoom in or add any other effect really, and it's quite clear and precise for dropping players at close to medium ranges. The ideal sort of range you should be at when shooting your enemies. The suppressor might not be the best choice for the ASM1 Competence, as with the range drop that the suppressor gives, along with the negative point for this variation, could make this gun really bad in most cases, especially if you're having a battle with one or more players at medium range. It'd only be effective at close range due to the added damage, but still probably wouldn't provide enough power to kill people any further than that. Extended mags and dual mags wouldn't be my go-to attachments either, with the gun already boasting a high amount of magazine ammo to begin with. So all in all, the ASM1 Competence is a nice change to its original, making it a better suited close range weapon but a worse one at longer ranges. If you play it with a CQC mindset, sticking to indoor close-up areas, then this gun might be better suited for you than the original ASM1, though don't expect any drastic changes to your gameplay with this variation. That's the end of this video guys. If you enjoyed it or found it interesting, please give it a thumbs up and hit that like button, subscribe to see more on my channel and upcoming videos, and I'll see you in the next one.